Hello YouTube, T-Sparks here for the final MLP Gen 4 reaction. This is Season 9, Episode 26, The Last Problem. This is it, the last episode we're ever gonna get. From what I hear, it's some sort of epilogue episode where it just kind of ties things up. I fully expect Twilight to transform in this episode. I guess there's not much more to say. Let's see what they got for us in the final episode of the show. Pretty bittersweet. Far away. Well, they rebuilt Canterlot fast. Hey, dragons!
I got here as soon as I could, but Friendship Ambassador is a full-time job these days.
So how exactly did you transform, Spike?
Diamond Dogs has not been easy.
That's why I picked you for the job.
Hey, Twy.
But I'm glad you could come.
She looks just like Celestia.
What's the emergency?
Ever since I took over Celestia's school, my focus has been on teaching magic. But now it seems my top student has missed the most important lesson of all.
What do you mean?
Let's just say it'll be good to have my royal advisor and Friendship Ambassador by my side.
Your Majesty, she's here.
Send her in, Gallus.
Gallus is a royal guard now, huh?
Your Majesty.
This must be like 20 years later or something.
I'm still just your teacher. And you've been wonderful. I've enjoyed every moment at the School of Magic. But I'm just not sure it's the right place for me. I see.
And it's not the work. I could spend weeks in the library doing research. It's just that there's a lot of focus on making friends.
If that's your problem, you've come to the right place.
But that's just it. I don't want to make friends.
What?
So you'd rather leave the School of Magic?
Oh, it looks like we got
friends?
Twilight
I'm
2.0
sort of
here.
an independent course of study. I want to accomplish as much as you have someday.
It'll be hard to do that without friends.
Gee,
I'm
where?
not so sure. Friendship looks like more of a distraction than anything else, and ultimately, a waste of time.
What?
I
Yeah.
know you and your friends accomplished a lot together, but that was so long ago, and as far as I can see, you rule by yourself now.
Hello, royal advisor right here.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In fact, I think it's better. Plus, if friendship
You
sounds
don't
like
know
a
Twilight's
date,
story
why
then.
even make
The
them
only
friends?
reason she succeeded is
You know what,
because of her
Dawn?
friends.
You're right.
What?
Twilight knows what she's doing here. Alright, well, judging by Gallus there, this is probably about 20 years after the end of the show. And obviously this is the next generation Twilight. Because, you know, it's the exact same thing she did. She just wanted to study, didn't care about friendship. And there it is. The final theme of Gen 4.
Friendship is more trouble than it's worth? This is your top student?
Friendships take work, and there's no guarantee they'll last. They can be complicated, they can be messy, and they never go the way you plan. Friendship
Hey,
is a hard
Flurry.
thing to navigate. I remember the first time
I like
realized
those
it might
too.
not last forever.
Twilight? I'm pretty sure that's everything.
I'm just doing a final check, Spike.
But we did a final check of every room. Twice.
Moving out of the castle.
See? An issue of Power Ponies.
Oh, you
Now
found
I'm
it.
Glad we triple checked.
Thanks, but I already read this one. I don't need to take it to Canterlot.
No. You love Power Ponies. We're taking it.
Really, Twilight? We don't have to bring the comic. I'm not even sure how much longer I'll collect it. A lot is changing, and I am getting older.
Just because things change doesn't mean you leave everything you love behind. Oh.
You're not still worried about ruling Equestria, are you?
No, I know it took some time, but I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Just because I'm ready to sit on the throne in Canterlot doesn't mean I'm ready to leave Ponyville.
when we were all fighting to save Equestria from
I can
Terra,
understand.
just was
Ponyville
impossible.
changed her life.
I was too busy to think about it.
Bon Lyra's wedding. I saw it. I saw it.
Coronation.
I wish we could have actually seen the wedding.
I thought we'd all be ruling Equestria together.
Of course we will.
Hasbro
But
might
it
be
won't
open
the
to
same.
allow it to
They
happen, but
all
they're not
have
gonna let us
legacy.
actually
We're
see it.
moving away and they're not, and I can't help but feel like we're leaving them behind. What if we all just drift apart?
You will somewhat.
Guess I hadn't thought about it like that. Maybe you should talk to them. I bet they're feeling the same way.
You're right, Spike. Thanks. Sometimes talking to a good friend is all it takes.
Apple approved.
So you're not worried about how things might change with me living in Canterlot?
Of course not. Change is natural, like the seasons. That's just life on the farm.
Are there any seasons?
Anywho,
We haven't seen
I
winter
really
in
need to
like
get all
4
these boxes
years.
packed and sorted. There's a lot more work now that the folks beyond Equestria are coming to the coronation too.
Worried? No!
Party cave.
Unless you're talking about the coronation, because then, yes. Obviously the cakes are handled, but there's the whole rest of the party to stay on top of. Honestly, I'm not convinced Gummy really took care of the fireworks.
But what about after the coronation? Don't you think things are gonna be different?
Well, since I'll be in charge of all the Canterlot galas from now on, I'll have to go there a lot more. So, I guess that's different, but I don't think I mind.
No, of course not.
Peaky running the galas.
Wonderful work, everyone. We couldn't be more ready. Josephine, if you and the rest of the doves leave now, we should all arrive in Canterlot at the same time.
Why not just take 'em on the train?
I know it's a long way, but don't worry. I'll bring plenty of snacks to restore your energy before we perform. Everyone else gets to ride, since the trip's too much for your little wings.
Yeah, that would take them
Tip-top shape for the
forever.
Coronation. I'm glad we got the chance for one last rehearsal. Everyone's so excited. But I can't imagine any ponies more excited than you. Moving to Canterlot, being crowned, I can't think of a single...
To be fair, she was born in Canterlot and lived her entire life there, so it's not like it's a foreign city for her.
2, 1, and...
Is Dash now the captain of the Wonderbolts?
Look, Rainbow Dash, I know this is important to you, and we all want the routine to be special, but are you sure it needs to be this complicated?
Of course! And I know we can pull it off! Sorry, Twilight. I don't have time to talk. We've got a lot more work to do before the coronation.
So does Dash outrank Spitfire now? I guess she does, now that she's the leader.
I myself am considering opening boutiques for non-ponies. Things must evolve, or they become stale. For example, I was just struck with a sudden inspiration to change my design for your gown by including the webs of these star spiders. They glow for a
We
short
haven't
while
seen
after
them
sun.
since
They
season
won't do much
4.
better weave the sash, but the effect will be dazzling. You see, darling, change can be fabulous if you embrace it.
Starlight is supposed to come over soon. There's a little something we wanted to give you before we leave. You know what? I think you're right, Twilight. I should take my comics to Canterlot. We can't leave the Power Ponies behind.
I don't think the Power Ponies care, Spike. Just like all of our friends.
They care, Twilight.
All right, Twilight, are you ready? We all wanted to see you off, but there's still a lot to do.
Aren't you coming on the train?
I gotta go with Big Mac so we can go over our packing list, or we won't know who gets what deliveries.
And I'm gonna meet the Wonderbolt so we can go over the routine one last time. I'm going with Gummy. He said he knows when the fireworks display should start, but does any pony really believe that?
No, we don't.
Pick up food for the swans and doves who flew ahead to Canterlot. If I don't get them fed, they'll be too pooped to perform.
Well, I'll be living in Canterlot alone. Might as well take the train alone, too. Bye, I guess.
Oh, you won't be traveling alone, darling. I'll have just enough time on the train to weave the star spider sash for your gown. But we should leave now. There's no time to dawdle if you want the coronation to be perfect.
That's the problem. You're also worried about making my coronation perfect, but I'm leaving Ponyville and none of you even care.
They care, Twilight.
Exactly. You moved away, your friends didn't care, and that was that.
Actually, not exactly.
She looks a lot like Celestia.
Twilight?
I can't believe you think we don't. What could possibly make you think that?
I tried to talk to you all about how I was feeling, but you seemed more worried about what you had to do for the coronation.
It's true. I was there.
I suppose it gave us something else to focus on.
I knew you were worried about everything changing. I guess I thought if I made it seem like everything was okay, it would be.
I was just trying to make you feel better. That way I wouldn't feel so terrible.
Before I moved to Ponyville, I didn't really know what friendship was. You've all taught me so much. I can't believe it all might be ending.
It is ending.
But when I imagine the future, all I can think about is that we won't be together. I'm literally moving away from you, and it's terrifying.
I'm scared too. Me too. Rattled to the core.
Yep.
I wouldn't say scared. But just because I won't say it doesn't mean I don't feel it. I'm gonna miss
I do love you, Dash.
you. I just can't stop thinking about how much things are going to change. What if we don't see each other?
What if we don't talk as much?
Would it really change that much, though? You go to Canterlot all the time. Is this what you wanted, Twilight?
But knowing you're all as upset as I am actually makes me less worried.
That's nice. But you should be more worried about missing the train to Canterlot.
You don't think the train would stop for the princess?
Oh no, we missed it!
Teleport?
Okay, we're on the train. Everything should be fine, right? I'd worked out exactly how much time I needed to weave my Star Spider sash, and now I'm behind!
I hope Big Mac can figure out who gets what deliveries on his own.
I assume these contain the finest sparkling apple juice?
Yup.
Oh, the sweet apple acres applesauce.
Hey, look, it's
Coronation
Rumble.
Parfait. This is the applesauce.
Yup.
That's what the problem is when you put apple for everything. Right? Applesauce.
And I need to meet the Wonderbolts! Where's the coronation team?
Well, they waited, but when you didn't show, they thought you must have meant to meet outside of Canterlot.
It's not like you can fly supersonic there, Dash.
This way. I'm sure it's fine.
Well, it could always be worse.
Goodness, Twilight, are you all right?
My friends and I had a few hiccups on the way, but everything's fine now.
We really are both just so proud of you. If you need a moment, that's all right. It is your coronation.
Although, it would be nice to get started. Are you ready? No! She can't possibly be crowned without her coronation gown!
Very well. Citizens of Equestria and beyond.
Yeah, smash!
My
Hey, look,
sister and
it's
I
the
have
Dragon
been with
Shy
this land for
Dragon.
quite some time, but
We
even
wondered what
the
happened to
that
the adult
change
dragons.
eventually comes to
Hey,
us
Mom,
all.
Dad.
And though we know it can be unsettling, it's as natural as the
Sally.
rising and setting of the
The
sun
pillars.
and the moon.
Oh, it's
Both
what's
of
his
which
face.
My sister and I feel confident.
And
living in
it's
the halls of the
Princess
world.
placeholder.
You look amazing. Oh, I almost forgot.
And so, without further ado, I give you the new ruler of Equestria, Princess Twilight Sparkle.
Nice, nice, nice.
Sorry. Twilight?
It's just a spider.
Oh dear. I know these aren't the snacks I promised, but it's all I could find.
Well, dash or no dash, Twilight's about to get that crown. Wonderbolt, roll out!
No, wait!
And Gummy screwing up the fireworks.
Close enough.
Okay, I get it now. Your coronation was such a disaster that you and your friends never really recovered, and that's why you all drifted apart.
No.
Well, you're half right.
I can't wait to see.
So, the coronation wasn't a disaster, and your friendships just faded away over time?
Not exactly.
Sorry I'm late, but it is so hard to find a sitter with a sense of humor for little cheese.
Honestly,
So,
I
Pinky
really
married
wish you
Cheese,
would
huh?
Not believe how busy Yak-Yakistan is these days. Maybe we could get to places on time if you let me do some of the chores instead of always doing everything yourself.
Maybe I would if you did them the right way. Oh,
So Apple Dash is now canon, huh? I don't know how I feel about that.
Discord's headed to an O&O convention.
Oh, it
so
looks
you
like
should join
Discord
us.
and Fluttershy are now canon.
I just assumed that since you aren't together all the time now...
That we aren't friends? That's not the point of my story. It's true my coronation was a disaster.
Well, at least the coronation is over.
Reminds me of the gala.
That was something. I was just about to say the same thing. I know maybe it wasn't the coronation you planned, but it's good to see all of you laughing.
We wanted to give this to you before you left Ponyville. but things
Nice
got
to see you,
Since you're
Starlight, for
moving
one last
away,
time.
We thought if you missed any of us, or Ponyville, this might help.
Look, it,
Memories.
And we all chipped in. some.
it's literally
No matter
clips
how
from the
much
show.
things change, you always have this to look back on.
I love it. Thank you so much. But I don't want to only look back. Obviously, the coronation wasn't perfect, but that doesn't matter. It's our relationships that really count, and we have to maintain them.
But now that we'll be living in different places, I'm not exactly sure how.
I am. I suggest we meet once a moon. In fact, my first royal decree as ruler of Equestria is to establish this Council of Friendship.
And what a wonderful decree it is.
We always knew that whatever adversity you faced, you and your friends would find your way through it together.
We know Equestria is in the perfect hooves with you and your friends looking out for it. And while we'll always be here if you need us, it's time for us to be on our way.
You're leaving?
We hope you'll come and visit us in Silver Shoals.
But now it's time for you to rule
So you
on your
move,
own.
moving there,
You're
huh?
all more than capable.
Are you gonna transfer your power to her?
So, even though everything changed, and you moved away from your friends, you didn't grow apart? And this is the Council of Friendship. That's what you're all doing here?
Duh! This time every moon.
what she means
Judging by
is,
their
this is how we
wrinkles,
can
they
rule
gotta
them
be at
together.
least another 20 years older.
Face every problem and threat to Equestria over the years.
But mostly, it's how we keep in touch. No matter
But you
how
notice
much
Twilight's
life
not
gets.
aging.
Sometimes friendships can be hard, and it takes work to maintain them. But without friends,
Can you
things
please
can
show
be
me
hard.
her transform? Because I
never
really
thought
want to see
about
that.
Friendship being something to work at, and I don't mind work. I guess if they don't have to fade away, maybe making friends isn't the waste of time I thought. But I've been so focused on my studies, I wouldn't know where to start.
That's all right, because I know exactly where to
Oh,
start.
here's the song. I heard about this song.
When I started out, I was unsure. I thought I knew all
It's
that
so
I
weird
needed,
seeing her in that
didn't know what
form.
to expect. But when my walls came down, I saw the truth. All along something was missing. And I think you'll see it too. This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic
Oh, you're gonna send her to Ponyville. Look, there's Lyra and Bon Bon.
Friendships weave together stronger. The bonds grow deeper, lasting longer.
Yeah, Ponyville is the place you want to go if you want to become the ruler of Equestria someday.
Is how the magic of friendship grows. And no matter how much time goes by, the party will
Oh, it's pounded pumpkin cake! Took a second there. And here's the new generation of Wonderbolts. The School of Friendship. Can we see Starlight? There she is. Trixie. And look, the CMC adults again, except this time they're really adults. Hey, it's a Kieran! Hi there, Arcellus. You're looking kind of butch. Let's see, where's Big Mac's kids? There they are. Look at Yona. Yona's running the boutique. Yep, Yona and Sandbar. They're a couple. And of course, Discord and Fluttershy. I really wish we could have seen Twilight transform. Hey, Sunset. It would have been nice if Sunset showed up. So, we see the new main 6. You know, if they made Gen 5 with them, I'd be okay with it. Well, that's it. Gen 4 is officially done. No more Gen 4. Not sure what to think. It was a really nice episode. Good conclusion to the series. I still like to see how Twilight transformed into that form, but not everything can be answered. I'm gonna come out with the series retrospective in the next few days. There's a lot here that I had to analyze. They did a lot of shipping in the last episode here, didn't they? Well, I don't want to sit here and babble for the next hour, so I'll end it here. The channel is going to be pretty much deserted from now. I might do some PMVs now and then, and some Equestria Girl stuff, because it looks like they're still going. I was doing some other series, but because of lack of interest from other people, I've decided to cancel them. I had been doing Star Versus and Steven Universe, but because they all have to be redirected, I was getting no traffic whatsoever. I think I had like 6 views at the top, so it's just not worth the time. Well, except for the season synopsis, or season analysis that I'm gonna do next week, this is pretty much it. I don't know what to expect from Gen 5. I've heard a lot of rumors, and if any of them are true, I don't want anything to do with Gen 5. Now, if those 6 ponies at the end of Gen 4 that we saw there, if they were Gen 5, I'd be all over it. So hopefully the rumors I heard were wrong. But so far, the rumors have been pretty true. Well, it's now time to watch the reaction to the other people. And to go through the copyright stuff. MOP has meant so much to me over the years. So, for the last official time ever, please support the official release.